Hello, this is Mr. Adetta again, and I'm going to show you how to import your lab data into Google Slides so that way we can have a nifty graph. Now this is actually pretty simple to do. What you see right here is I'm on a blank presentation of Google Slides. So what you're going to do is you're going to go here to Insert, and you are going to insert a chart. Now for our purposes we want a line graph, so you're going to want to click that, and there you go. So I'm just going to make this bigger, so that's the size of the slide, like that. There we go. So the first thing you'll notice is that this data does not reflect our data. So we need to insert our data from the experiment. So you're going to go over here where it says Open in Sheets. You're going to click on that, and it's going to open a sheet that looks like this. And if we wait a couple of seconds here, it should also give us a preview. There it is. It should give us a preview of what the graph's going to look like. So I'm just going to slide this out of the way so that way it's not in the way of our data. So what this graph does is it gives you a preview of what your graph's going to look like once you change all this data right here. So the first thing we want to do is we have two data sets in this mock sheet here. So it's something called period 1 and period 2. Well, for our data, if you remember, we collected data on two things. We had a hot beaker, and we had a room temperature. That. Okay, and then you'll notice right here it changed to reflect exactly what we put in there. So that's good. So now all we have to do is change the x-axis data, which is this stuff here at the bottom, and we need to change this to reflect our times. So I'm not going to fill in the whole thing, but to give you an idea, you had, or should have had, initial temperature, which was the first data that we had, and then you had 1 minute data, and you had 2 minute data, and 3 minute data, and so on. Like I said, I'm not going to record the rest of it. Now from here, all you have to do is just fill in your data. Now I don't have actual data in front of me, so I'm just going to make up some stuff. So let's say, I don't know, it was 90.1, and then it went down to 80.2, and then it went down to 60.5, and then it went down to 33.3. or something like that. So you'll notice as soon as I put the data in, it actually shows your line automatically here. So now all that's left to do is fill in the room temperature beaker, and again I'm just going to make this up, 25.6, 25.6, and you're going to want to use your data, of course. 25.6 again, and 25.6 again, or whatever. I don't know, let's change this to 25.6, like that. Okay, and there you go. Okay, so now that's done, all you have to do to convert this to your presentation, you go back to your presentation, you click update right there, and watch what happens. There you go. You have graphed your data. So that's it. So just make sure you go back to the first slide, you'll add a title for this, you'll add your name right here, and then just make sure you turn it in to the Google Classroom. You'll be good to go. Thanks for listening.